I'm in the Gwynant Valley in the mountains of Eryri. It's a place I've shown you before many times on my videos. I probably will again, as it's a place that's been used many times as a filming location. I did a video about 2 years ago where I filmed some filming locations from the TV series The Saint. And after I made that video, a number of you suggested I do the same for an episode or episodes of Danger Man. Premiering in 1960, Danger Man followed the high-stakes exploits of John Drake, a fiercely intelligent, globe-trotting secret agent working for British intelligence. What truly set the show apart was its enigmatic lead actor, Patrick McGoohan. McGoohan brought a sharp, uncompromising intensity to the role, famously insisting that his character rely on his wits and gadgets rather than senseless violence. His performance was magnetic, establishing him as one of the highest paid actors on British television and laying the groundwork for his later iconic masterpiece, The Prisoner. The series wasn't just a hit in the UK, it exploded into massive global success, capturing the paranoid Cold War era. However, if you grew up watching it in the United States, you probably know it by a completely different name. When the show crossed the Atlantic, American executives rebranded the show as Secret Agent. Today I'm looking for locations from the second episode of the second season, which was called The Professionals. While much of the 1964 episode was shot on the sound stages of MGM Borehamwood, Wales stood in for the rugged, tense landscape of communist Czechoslovakia. In the second episode of the second series, Secret Agent John Drake is sent to Prague on an urgent mission to locate a missing agent. And I believe the first of the Welsh scenes were filmed just along here. I can't match up the first shots exactly because it was filmed where these trees are. But it was a shot of Drake's car, or his taxi, coming towards this direction. You can see it's coming round the bend there. So the shots would have been filmed much higher up than where I am now. In the next shots, the car pulls into a lay-by here. So the car parks right here. You can see that mountain in the top right hand side in the scene. I think there must have been more of a lay-by there in the 1960s. Seems to have disintegrated over time. So you could see Drake's character standing right here by the car, and you can see a tree behind him and a wall, and the tree's still here. What about the wall? Seems like a chunk of the wall is missing here. But as you can see, there is a wall here. In the scene there also seems to be a wall just to the left of the tree. I can't see that at all, so I'm going to have to go and look for that. Actually, change of plan might be easier going down this way. They obviously filmed the episode in the winter, where there would have been less undergrowth here and you would have been able to see the wall in the background. If we just go along here, we should be able to see the wall. Bear with me. Yeah, there we go. So this is the wall that you can see in the background. Soon after, another car comes along the road here, and it's the car of the British ambassador, and he picks up Drake roundabouts here, I'd say. In the scene you can see a little section of wall on the right hand side of the road here. I'm guessing that must be under these branches here. Yeah, there you go. The core story of the episode revolves around the beginning of the permissive society of the 1960s. It features a high-class call girl who is entangled with both the communist government and the British intelligence agent. So it was a fictionalised reflection of the real-life Profumo scandal that impacted British politics in the early 1960s. It's a significant episode because it was the first one in which Patrick McGoohan used a consistently British accent for the character of John Drake throughout the entire episode. Okay, same video, different day. Making my way to another filming location. There were a couple of scenes filmed along this stretch of road here between the Penygorid Hotel and the village of Capelcurig. The rest of the Welsh scenes take part in the second half of the episode, when Drake has located the missing agent and they're driving along this road to try and cross the border. In the scenes that were filmed along this section of road, there's some dialogue scenes inside the car, and they're also stopped by a policeman on a motorbike. But the location I'm looking for is the spot where they turned off the main road. A little bit of trivia for you about the TV show. In the original 1960 Danger Man series, John Drake is an American working for NATO. But in the revived 1964 series, he's portrayed as a British secret agent. The iconic catchphrase, "I'm obliged," was used in virtually every episode of the 1960s series, but was dropped entirely in the 1964 revival. 2 episodes from the series, View from the Villa and Under the Lake, were filmed at, or largely filmed at, the Italian-style village of Portmeirion. The series introduced the star Patrick McGoohan to the unique Welsh resort, and it inspired him to later select it as the primary setting for the iconic follow-up series, The Prisoner. Okay, the location is just up here. I like this gate, easy to open. Look at that. Oh. Okay, this is the spot where they turn off, just to the left here. I know this is the correct spot because you can see those trees over there in the scene. Okay, on to the next location. Okay, I'm in Nant Francon now. This is a place you would have seen a couple of times if you follow my channel. And they filmed scenes for the film The Inn of the Sixth Happiness here, starring Ingrid Bergman. And this is shot here in the Danger Man episode. There was a shot of a border crossing point, I guess, and it was shot right here. You can see these anti-tank blocks here. There used to be ones just across the road here as well. So Drake is trying to cross the border, and he comes across this checkpoint or border crossing, which is heavily defended by border guards or policemen, I'm not sure which. They open fire on them as they turn round to escape. The location where Drake turns the car around is actually about 2 miles away from here. I did find the location, but there was some kind of event going on there, so I wasn't able to film it. Just outside of the village of Betws-y-Coed now. This is the location I've been wanting to visit the most. Just before I go to the location, I just want to have a look down here. There's a bridge over there that's in the scene. I just want to try and work out if I can get to it later. I'm not sure if I can, so I'll probably have to use the drone. But I'll come back here later. Be careful if you come here. Some really steep steps here. Now, as Drake is trying to make a run for the border with the agent he's trying to rescue, it turns out that the agent has got a drinking problem. So they have to stop at a cafe so he could have a drink.
There's a village along here. It'll be a cafe.
Sorry, I get desperate.
And Drake stops the car right about here, I'd say. So the cafe would be just behind me here. But of course, there's no cafe. That was filmed on a soundstage. They walk into the cafe and there's a policeman there talking to the locals. And they try and leave as soon as they can without arousing suspicion. But the locals have been out to the car to sabotage it, whilst the policeman is calling for backup. So Drake and the agent he's trying to rescue make a run for it through these woods here. So they make their way through these woods here, and they come out somewhere over here, I think, and then they cross the road and go over the wall there. So you've got the bridge here. So they go under the bridge. There's a shot of them walking under the bridge. So I'll try and go and see that later. Now, just going back to the spot where the car would have been parked here. Now, what they did was they went under the bridge and they would have come up here, and there's a shot of them kind of crouching behind this wall here. There's a section that's been added to the wall since, I'd say. Whilst they're crouching behind the wall here, there's a policeman with a sniffer dog going into their car. So all the policemen run in that direction afterwards, following their scent. And Drake and the agent comes up here and they steal a police car and they drive off that way. As they're driving down where that white van is going out, policemen come over the wall here and open fire on the car. Getting back over here. Let's see if we can get a shot of the bridge. Yeah, I don't think I can get to it from here. I'll just go back to the bridge, see if there's another way down there. If there isn't, I'll come back here for the drone shot. Let's see if we can go down this way then. Okay, I think I can get to it. Oh yeah, ideal. Right under the bridge now. Shot was taken from here. You can see the two men coming in my direction here, and the camera pans round and follows them. If you've come across my channel for the first time, the channel name is LT Jones, and I make famous graves videos, filming location videos and pop culture videos. I do a couple of other things as well. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want me to do another filming locations video for another episode of Danger Man, let me know which one, because there's a couple of them that were filmed in Wales, or partly filmed anyway. Okay, we'll see you next time.
You know me better than anyone I know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All these years, every single